This is the new Kia Seltos, and Kia claims that this is better than the older model in every way. Of course, it's a new platform, new design, new features, new cabin, but Kia claims it's better. Is it really better? We are driving it right now in Bangalore to find that out, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to be telling you what has changed in the new Seltos, what has improved, and what could have been better. Now let's start off with the design of the new Kia Seltos. And when we did the unveil video, a lot of you commented that you don't like the new design, but actually this design, you can really understand it when you see it in flesh. It looks better in flesh than in pictures. That's the design of the new Kia Seltos. And if you look at the changes, this grille up front, this cubicle headlamp, the massive DRL, the lower part of the bumper with a lot of sporty creases, and overall upright boxy stance compared to the older model, which was more of a wraparound, rounded, sleek design. This is more of a boxy design, which is what a lot of Indian buyers like. Towards the side, again, you've got an interplay of nice, strong creases. Very good looking 18-inch alloy wheels. Of course, this is the top variant we are driving, so when you go in for lower trims, a lot of things including the grille design, the alloy wheel design will change, but this is of course the top variant. And also when you look at the car, you instantly realize it's big because it has grown in size. So when you compare it to key rivals like the Creta or some more players in the segment, it is now longer, not just overall longer, also a longer wheelbase. And then at the back, again you've got a tail lamp design, the boot lid design that matches the front. It's a connected end-to-end design. Overall, I think the new Kia Seltos has improved in terms of the way it looks. It's got a very solid road stance. It looks sharp, and it also will turn heads wherever it goes. Now, once you get inside the cabin of the new Seltos, you realize instantly that it's a brand new cabin. The dashboard, the screen layout, the steering wheel, well, you will find familiarity with the Syros, of course, when you look at this screen setup. But overall, I think the execution has been done very nicely. The material quality is nice. The soft touch material here in the middle part of the dashboard, the top part. And when you look at the lower part of the dashboard, very good thing I see is physical buttons. In a time when a lot of car makers are torturing us with only touch screens and no physical buttons, at least Kia has been kind enough to give us physical buttons for HVAC and a few more functions. So that really helps because you don't have to really take off your eyes and fiddle with the touch screen every time to do things. The screen itself, well, it's a combination of three screens, 12.3, 12.3, and then a small 5-inch screen in between for HVAC controls. Looks really nice. Slick in terms of touch response, and it's customizable. You get wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay as standard. So even if you go in for the base variant, there is a lot of stuff that you get as standard. For example, even disc brakes, all wheels is standard. Camera, reverse camera with sensors, that is again standard. So even the base variant in this car is pretty decked up. This, of course, is the top variant, so it's fully loaded. You get Type-C, 3 ports here, wireless charging tray, nice 12-volt socket here in the driver armrest, decent amount of space. The glove box also has a decent amount of space. The steering wheel, again, looks good, multifunctional, looks modern. And the seats, I think, are quite nice. I think this is an improvement. These are ventilated seats. The cushioning seems to be better than the older Seltos. The side support is good. These new headrests, they not just look good, also they look sustainable in terms of recyclable material. But yes, in general, they're also very comfortable for the head. So again, a big plus here. And in terms of the overall feel, I think the new Seltos just feels nice. It feels premium. It just wraps around you. A massive panoramic sunroof for all you guys who are obsessed pointlessly with sunroofs. So that's also there. And then again, the rear seat. Let's check how much space that's got. And once you're in the rear seat of the Seltos, again, like I said earlier, it's longer, it's wider. That increase in wheelbase really shows in terms of the extra space you get. Now, I've got this driver seat adjusted to my driving preference, and I'm 5 feet 8 inches for reference. And you can see I've got good amount of leg room. Again, good clearance in terms of knee room. Headroom is good, and the seat itself is nice. You can see I've got very good under thigh support, which is not the case with all the cars in this segment. The cushioning is spot on. The seat is completely flat, so that's nice. There is a transmission tunnel, of course, but it's not very high, so you can have 3 people sitting abreast. Because it's a wide seat, you've got a nice cushion armrest, and you also get manual blinds. So overall, when I look at it, I think it's a very nice practical interior to be in. Tech loaded, really nice at the front. At the back, you get good amount of space, nice features, practicality. There are also Type-C outlets here. So all things that you need have been taken care of. And in case you're thinking that this is maybe it could have been a bit more comfortable, you can. The seats are adjustable and I can recline them further. And at this setting, I think even long journeys shouldn't be a problem in the new Kia Seltos. Alright, now let's talk about the driving performance of the new Seltos, and let's get the hardware out of the way first. In terms of powertrain options, what you get is a naturally aspirated petrol engine, develops about 115 horsepower. You can buy it either with a manual transmission or an automatic transmission. You can also go in for a diesel unit that again you can buy it with a manual or an automatic transmission, about 115 horsepower, pretty similar in terms of power output. Or you can go in for this turbo petrol engine. You can buy it either with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission or an IMT. Unfortunately, no manual transmission on offer, but I'm told that if there is enough demand, Kia will consider it. I mean, that's true for any brand. I mean, if customers really demand something, they will bring it. It's not like they don't have a manual transmission, they have it. It's just about consumers demanding it, and it should be there. So I don't see that as a problem. In terms of driving feel, how do you find the car when you're behind the wheel? Well, first of all, it just feels very good to drive. Like I said earlier, the cabin is really comfortable, so you get a nice comfortable seating position. Visibility all around is nice, so that again adds to your overall driving confidence. And then when you drive the car right from the word go, this turbocharged petrol engine, there is a hint of lag, but it's masked very nicely by the automatic transmission. It does a good job of masking that lag, and once you get going, it just roars off very nicely. It gives you good amount of power, good acceleration, and in the process, when you're driving, you're even cruising at highway speeds, it's a much more silent cabin. The NVH insulation has improved, the new design has improved the aerodynamic efficiency. So as a result of all these things, the cabin feels much more silent. Drive, of course, is nice. The engine is responsive. I cannot comment on the diesel or the petrol, but they're the same engines that were used in the earlier Seltos, so shouldn't be like worlds apart. But this one really feels nice to drive. You also get level 2 ADAS now, so that adds to the overall active safety. And then of course there's the fact that the shell itself has been reworked, new materials have been added, the design has been changed to make it more safer. So it's not only safer in terms of active safety, in terms of passive safety too, it is now much more safer. And the other big thing that has changed, and that again is based on feedback that a lot of us journalists gave and a lot of you guys as consumers gave for the older Seltos, that it was a bit more stiff in terms of suspension compared to the Creta. So it wasn't that comfortable. The company took that feedback, they've made changes to the suspension, they've changed the design, they've changed different parts in the suspension, and as a result of that, it's much more comfortable now. It's softer, but the good thing is you do not compromise handling, so you can still chuck the new Seltos into corners. You can carry a nice speed through turns. You can enjoy those hard sections and mountain roads without any problem, but it just feels more comfortable for the occupants. So a win-win on all accounts. So that's how the Seltos feels in terms of driving, and like I said, better, much more premium, quieter, plusher. So it has improved in every possible department. And now coming to the last part of the video, should you buy the new Seltos? Oh, I think you absolutely should. It is a vehicle that is improved in every aspect compared to the older model, and because it's now bigger and wider than its rivals, that's the edge it holds. We Indians love our SUVs to be boxy. We want them to look as big as they can for the money we pay, and that's exactly what the Seltos offers. It looks bigger than its rivals. It is bigger than its rivals. It gives you a very nice cabin experience. It gives you better comfort. It gives you a wide range of powertrain options. It feels good to drive. It feels good to be in. It is tech loaded. It comes with ADAS. So all of that is taken care of. And the last missing piece in the jigsaw puzzle is price. I don't know that yet because the car prices are yet to be announced. But what I'm told, a little birdie told me, when the prices are out, expect these prices to be pretty similar to the older Seltos. So you will get the new Seltos better in every department, all new, but prices very similar to the older Seltos. Now, if the birdie was true, and if that happens, I think Kia has a massive winner on their hands. Who knows, it might even go on to be one of the top vehicles in the segment, maybe even the top step. Let us know, what do you think about the new Seltos? What do you like about this vehicle, and what do you think could have been better in the new Seltos? Hit us in the comment section.